Hey everyone, welcome back. Get this is my review of Akame Got Kill, episode 7. Once again, a great episode. Although I did think that the previous episode was better, just simply because we had that very shocking death scene. Okay, which no one saw coming, unless of course you're a manga reader, but which I'm not, obviously. But I still thought this episode was great. If I were to rank it, I guess I'd rank it my second favorite episode in the series, because last episode was still my favorite episode in the series so far. Okay. But this episode was still great. We got to learn, first off, about Bulat's backstory, in that he was like a soldier or something for the capital, and his master, Liver, was being sentenced to death for some crime that he apparently didn't commit or something, and the capital wouldn't listen to his pleas at all. And after he was supposedly sentenced to death, Bulat himself was framed for a crime, but ended up escaping the capital and eventually joining Night Raid. However, at the end of this episode, we find out that one of the three men who were attacking, who were working for Death is actually his former master, Liver. Which was, of course, a huge, shocking reveal. That's of course, after Liver and Bulat end up fighting each other. Bulat finally recognizes him. And Bulat's definitely a badass character, and because of how well he was able to take out two of the three, and still deal some damage to Liver. Obviously, before he finds out that he really is Liver. But thankfully, at least so far, they're not really trying to just justify his character being good with it solely being badass, which unfortunately I find is a huge issue in a lot of animes nowadays. So yeah, but overall, I thought this was a great episode of Akame Got Killed. Though the beginning scene in the episode I really liked as well, because it was basically with Tatsumi and Akame. Tatsumi basically thinking he's complimenting Akame by saying, she's always cool, calm, and collected, and composed even after a comrade dies. And then we have Akame basically just breaking down, saying, she has a switch that she flips whenever she's on a mission, because obviously she has to be composed on missions. But it affects her just as much, if not worse, than it does everyone else that Shayla actually died. And, Akame feels really bad after that for saying what he said. And so we definitely have some character progression there for Akame, which was really cool as well. So yeah, we do have a few scenes in this episode with Death as well. Another scene that I really loved was seeing how Leone was basically spying on Death as Death was alone, but she says that even in that form, she can't attack Death because Death knows that she's there, and it's basically a trap. And you can see Leone getting so pissed off at that, because she was before they actually went on the mission, she was hoping that she would be able to fight Death one-on-one, but now or at least take her out easily, but now she realizes that's not really going to be fucking possible, and that really pisses her off. Which I thought was actually really funny. And it also goes to show you just how powerful Death must really be. Makes me wonder, is she going to be the most powerful enemy that they're going to have to face in this series? Okay, it really makes me wonder that. And if that is the case, is Death actually going to die in this first season? Because I highly doubt that that first 25 episodes is going to comprise the entire series, because the manga is still ongoing. Yes, but anyways, overall, another great episode of Akame Got Killed. I loved it. Okay, again, not as good as the last episode, because last episode we had Shayla's death and whatnot, but this episode was still great, and I can see some death flags here, because as we've already learned in the series, if two Imperial armed users go fight hand in hand, one of them has to die. I don't know why both of them could just back off. I would think if they're both getting extremely weak and they don't want to die, that would make the most sense to me. But either way, apparently when two Imperial armed users go up against one another, one of them has to die. And Bulat's fighting here. So is Bulat going to die in the next episode, or maybe the episode after? It really I wonder because obviously I think the only two characters in the series that are truly free from death are Akame and Tatsumi. And Akame, I suppose, could die later on in the series. I couldn't see her dying so soon, but maybe later on in the series, though. Because, she's not obviously not the main character, Tatsumi is, but still. So could Bulat die soon? I mean, he is not my favorite character in the series. Before Shaylee died, it was definitely her. Now I think it's Akame. But still, the death flags are definitely being raised here. Of course, he could kill his master, but due to the hesitation that I'm seeing in his character right now, I don't think that's going to be an easy task for him. Of course, we haven't even learned yet why exactly his master, first off, is still alive, and secondly, is working for fucking Esdeath. I mean, is this something he planned all along, or what? We don't really know that yet. So anyways, overall, hope you enjoyed this review, guys. These after, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.